is everyone today? Welcome, my beautiful friends. Here we are on the YouTube channel. Now, let me see if I could see myself here. As far as I can see, I'm live here. So please let me know, whoever is joining. Please let me know if you're hearing me well, if you're seeing me well, and if you can, please, of course, hit the share button and help me out by sharing it on your Facebook or your YouTube, or I was going to say on YouTube. We are on a YouTube, but please share on your Facebook or maybe Twitter, whatever account you have. Please help me out to reach more friends. Let them know that we are going live on YouTube instead of the Facebook. Now I need to change this one over, and let me see, could I share it myself? I don't know, where am I? Oh, I'm here. So I'm posting it to my story and to my feed, and yes, so here we are. And now, how is everyone? Oh, here's my friends Monica, Ella. Hello, good afternoon everyone. Hello, I'm super happy you're here, and please let me know if it's everything's fine, if its sound is well. And oh yes, the mandala is from Card Making Magic. Yes, I just want to give you a couple of the example of the cards which I was creating in the past. So this is the cards which were made many years ago, some of them. This one actually started falling apart, as you can see here, but I still kept it. I was super proud by the time I've made the card. I was really proud of it. Today I can see that there's not crisp stamping, and it's all a little bit wonky, but I'm proud of it. By the time I did it, this was the maximum of my skills and what I could do, and I would probably still reach for this design as well. So the beginning of my card making adventure, obviously I had limited supplies. This is also one of the cards. I really like it, so I've kept it. I was so proud. I used some glue and a glitter here on those little bits, and as you can see, the stamping is not the best quality, but this is something at the beginning. I didn't have any stamping tools, professional, like stamping platform. Hello Sharon, hello, welcome my friends. So today we're gonna be kind of trying to trace the road from creating a simple card to creating more advanced, more build-up composition, something more advanced. And I will show you a couple of the things and technique I'm always reaching, which I find they instantly make the cards appear much more luxurious, much more build-up, and more complex in the composition and everything. So hello Susie, hello my dear friend Cindy. Sorry, I was going to say Cindy, not Susie. But yeah, so thank you so much. I'm super happy that you're all here. How is everyone? Please let me know how is your day. And what I'm gonna do, I will give you two links here. This is my affiliate links to the store I am shopping with. So in case anyone would like to make some shopping, you can then use my links and help me out in this way. This is a free classes I'm coming to you every single week, so thank you so much my friends for your support and for being here and for joining me. So there's a few minutes passed by. Let me know if everything's fine, and 'cause I think my laptop's just freeze. Let me just refresh the page, and okay, I can see it here now. So let me know everyone, how is your day? If you had a good day, how is the weather like? It's quite dark and foggy. I have my lamps on, so I hope it's still bright enough. And now what I'm gonna do, I will put these cards aside. Just give me a second, and I need to put them nicely so the flower's not gonna get squished. And I'm just coming back to you. So I'll put this aside, and we're gonna start from making the card. So how did I actually went from the simple card to the complex one? Maybe what I'm gonna do, I will leave two cards to the side, so if whoever will join us, I will have this little quick view on what we are working on today. So we're going from simple card to the build up. Now let me see. I was planning to create one quick card very quickly for you, but of course family and work and other things, you know how life is. So what I usually, when I was starting making my cards, and this is at the very beginning, I would use some oh, Cindy is crafting while she's watching. Oh, that's nice. Thank you so much. So what I was doing at the beginning, what I would do normally for a very simple card, and this is still basic idea, I would use a piece of a paper like I have here, this kind of a bluish color tone, and I would just, cut it. And I'll just show you quickly. So this was my cards at the beginning. I would cut the layer, put some maybe like a flower, one or two, and add some sentiment. Let me see. Do I have something even like simplest flower or something? And then add the, oops, my cutting, my scoring board just fell down, but I would add some flowers and then place some sentiment, and that would be the card. I would just finish it off with some Nuvo drops or something like that. And as you can see, this is a plain type of a card. So how can we upgrade it, especially if we are a beginner, especially if we just have this simple, not many supplies. I'm not going to be using anything in particular. I'm not going to be reaching for those fancy dice, even though it's nice and it's really something which help us out. But with the basic supplies, how can you change something which is looking like just plain and simple, maybe just a couple leaves, so we're having some leaves here. So how can we go, and I didn't glue it, how can we go from something super simple, super, quick, easy make, to create something more complex? Now, what I would start from, I would grab, rather than using the plain paper, what I would do, I would reach for the white paper. And I'll tell you why. Because it's something which I find it's looking much better. Not everyone is having the access to the design papers. Of course, if you have the design paper, just grab your design paper. But what I'm gonna do, I will cut myself a square, which will be 14.5 by 14.5 centimeter, which is 5 3/4 of the inch. So something which will go over the small card. And what I prefer to use, it's the texture paper. Here you can see I've got this linen cardstock instead of the plain one. So this is something which instantly adding some additional interest to your creation. Now, instead of adding the plain paper, what I will do, I will reach for a couple of my oxide inks, and this is for, like, if you don't have the oxide inks, you can use your regular inks. Any type of the inks will work for this technique. Not necessarily, obviously, the distress oxide, they will give you a nice blend, and they're not gonna get as muddy as the other one. So all I will recommend to do, if you don't have the distress oxide, how much Cindy says that happened with my phone. You don't realize how much stuff you oh, someone has a problem with the phone. Oh no. I hope it's nothing serious. Now go back to what I was saying. Now, if you don't have the distress oxide ink, that's fine too. You can use any type of the inks, and even like very cheap one. You can buy this starter setup, and this will be working as well. What I would recommend you to do, to have some like a non-sticky surface, could be this like a smooshing tray, or like a glass mat, or the piece of this like a mat which we use for inking. So if you've got anything like that, that will be great. What I'm gonna do, I will add my ink to the surface or piece of the Polly Pocket. If you don't have the cellophane old packaging, like a foil packaging, that will be working fine as well. And what I will do, I'm gonna dab a few bits here and there, just a little bit, so I have this like a, you know, cover on my area, which is slightly bigger than the card I'm gonna be using. And what I like to do to avoid those harsh lines from the stamping pad, what I will do, I will cut myself a piece of a sponge, teeny tiny, or you can use the finger dabber as well, if you have, and then just slightly dab here and there, just to get rid of those lines, because sometimes if you press your stamping pad, you can get their impression. And we are aiming for a soft watercolor look rather than the you know, harsh lines. And now I need to find my water bottle, and this is the question: where are you? Where are you? No, no way. I've just used it earlier on today, and it's disappearing on me. Of course, those things happen when you live, but never mind. I have another one. I hope this one's still working. Oh yeah, I've got a spare one. This one is having a larger droplets, so so this will give me a little bit different result, but never mind. So I'm spraying my surface and I'm just tapping my card here, and instantly I'm creating this beautiful look. And if it's not runny enough, you can add a little bit more water to go. Whoops, ugh, I'm clumsy today. Never mind. So I'm adding a little bit more, and I'm just pressing it more, so this will give me more watercolor look and nice wash up of the color. So I'm just pressing it like that, and this is my first layer. I will gently dab the excess with the towel. Okay, I'm just gonna grab one, just so I could take the excess of the ink I have on the edges, so they're not gonna be too dark. Oh, I've got a piece of dirt here. And then once I have it more or less done, I could go over and press couple places more to have this beautiful watercolor wash up effect, just like that. And then few places, not too much, and leave it just like that. So instantly, instead of having just plain boring paper, we've created this beautiful texture paper just like that. Now what we can do, just don't leave it like that, have couple of the droplets just like that, and then because it's a distress oxide ink, you can go back with the towel within a few minutes. Just give it like a couple seconds, and then just gently press, grab the excess, and we have beautiful, you know, lift up the color a few places. And then since we want to have like a little bit darker, we can then go back, create another layer, but this time spray a little bit less, not too much water, don't make it too much runny. And I'm using one color ink this time, and then I'm just gently tapping just like that and like that, and I have even more layer here. And then I could finally go with a little bit darker tone, which I like, this peach, this peacock feather one. And then I'm just dabbing few places with the sponge rather than my ink pad. And then again, I'm just spraying it a little bit, and then just gently tapping here and there, just to have a little bit of the color popping up on my card. And this will give you this very nice effect, just like that. So are you creating your own backgrounds, or you're reaching for the papers? Let me know, like, what's your preferred method to have the lovely background. Are you using those paper pads which have those design paper, or you creating your own backgrounds as well? Let me know. Now what you can do as well, once you have it done just like that, I'm just dabbing a few places where I feel it's a little bit too much, and then I could go back, add a little bit more ink to the side, maybe a little bit darker as well, just like that. spray some water. Oh, there's not enough water here. Here, a little bit of the water to make it runny. And then, oh, hi Jackie, hello, hello. Welcome. Today we're making the cards, and we're going from the simple card to more build up in a few steps. So we start from the point, which is like that. So this is our starting point example. I didn't glue it because I just wanna, you know, show you what you can create by upgrading your design very, very easily. So I'm creating a little bit of the splatters with this blue color, and I'm gonna add a little bit more of this dark one, and then drag this water here to mix it up, and then create a couple of the splatters. So with a few minutes we have very beautiful background, which is a lot more interesting than our plain paper. Oh, hi Dia, hello, hello, welcome my friend. I hope you're doing okay. You're feeling much better now, and thank you so much for sharing the beautiful cards on the group. And thank you so much everyone, because there's lots of your friends who's been sharing their own creation on our inspirational group. So thank you so much my friends. Now what I'm gonna do, I will give it a little quick dry, just so it will, you know, just a dry up, so we're having a dry piece of paper to work on. And what I'm gonna do, I will set my heating tool to the lower heat rather than larger one, and I'm just pressing a little bit, so this will just, you know, prevent me from wrinkling the paper. And firstly, I go very, very quickly all over the place. I'm trying to not overheat it. And once I see I have no more, you know, running space, I will then just try to keep the card flat. I'm just pushing my fingers down so it's prevented from getting, you know, wrinkled. And once I have it pretty much, you know, surface dry, I will turn around and then gently press with my hand once I'm drying it. And so a couple of times I'll just move around, so this prevents the card from warping up. And use the lower heat, or if you have one speed of your heating tool, just keep it a little bit farther away, okay? And that's give it perfectly straight paper. Whoops. So, you know, we've got this beautiful interest background. Now, next step, what can we do? If we don't have many supplies and we're just the beginner, and you can use, of course, the embossing folders. And I would recommend, like, you know, have couple of the folders which are bigger size, like that. Like, let me just grab a few. Something in A5 or, you know, 8x8. This is always a great solution for using and adding the texture. But if for some reason you are just a beginner, you don't have the embossing folders, what I think, and this is something I would recommend to buy to everyone, is to have the scoring board. And these are just absolutely great if it's come for adding the texture, because you can do so many things here. And of course, I can't find my triangle. Oh, Marta, what happened? There is this triangle bit I was planning to use, but it's not here because it has fell off. And where are you? Oh, this is not a good day. Everything is disappearing on me. But never mind, we're gonna manage without this. What you can do, if you don't have the triangle, take a piece of the paper, just mark yourself, like, I don't know, what are we having here? We've got 5 till 5, and then just cut it at the angle, and that's all you really need to do. And you can do it with the little bit more stiffer paper, so this way you have a little bit better support. But if you've got the simple scoring tool and you don't have the triangle, just create one for yourself. Just make sure you've got this nice, you know, equal space triangle. Oh, I didn't cut it well. here we go. And now I can place it over here, and I have my own triangle. It's not gonna be as steady as the normal one, but this is something, you know, we can live on and work with. Now, what I will do, I will grab my Marta, where do you get the larger embossing folders? There is few 8 by A4 size in a craft stash. They simply made crafts. Helen, she's having few larger one, and the one I was showing you, it's actually from the Creative Expression company. So if you have a look, these are available many crafting store or on the Amazon as well. You can find these. So the only one downside with this one is that I don't have the lines, but I want to have the lines every half an inch. So what I will do, I will create my own very quickly. So this will be my guide. How am I supposed to score my piece? Okay, now, so as you can see, I've got self-made form, and I'm just adding my square, so it's just following the line. It's kind of an even space out, and then I don't know if you can see it, I've scored the lines, so I know where to oh, I've got a dirty finger from the ink, but never mind. So, and now I'm just following those lines and then create the lovely pattern. And here we go, we just go one by one. It's easier to do it when you create yourself this mask from the thicker paper, because it's better stopping your own paper from moving around. But once you keep your hand steady, you know, you just make sure you not move your paper. It's very easy to do, so you can basically just make it out. But most of the bigger scoring tool, and I really recommend if you're just a beginner and you are thinking of making a card, making more seriously, the one of the tools I would recommend to buy is this big you know, scoring tool. Now I'm scoring my card just like that, and then every half an inch, of course I didn't say that, but it's every half an inch. And then once I'm done, I am turning around only another angle, and then I will score different way round. And again, I'm just matching the line. Once you go here, just match the lines together, and this will instantly give you a nice pattern, nice design, and something, you know, you can use up, especially for the beginners. If you don't have many tools, you can, you know, create your own kind of a embossing pattern just with the simple scoring board. And I really recommend everyone to try. It's good fun. You can of course alter the, you know, design. You not necessarily need to do the line every half an inch. You can do like alter it like half an inch, then 1 inch, then back half an inch or quarter inch, and this will give you, you know, a lot more fun and different chances to arrange your patterns. I'm just showing you here that even with the basic tool, you can still where did it go, this one, so 7 inch, even with the basic tool you can still create a lovely background, lovely designs. And you don't have to have all the embossing folders and every fancy tool. Look on that, I've got this beautiful trellis here, and and this, oh hi Susie, hello, and hi Julie, hello. I'm sorry, I was sticking my head down and I haven't noticed, but there's a few more friends joining, so thank you so much everyone. And we are creating these cards, trying to, you know, upgrade from the simple card. This is not glue, but this is the simple cards, and we are doing the total makeover and upgrade, trying to create something more enhanced with it. Now I need to grab a little piece of the wipe, so I could finish, I could wipe my finger so it's not gonna be as dirty. And now I've got this beautiful background, and what I would do, rather than sticking it to the card base, My favorite thing to do is to add a little bit of the sparkle, because I think they always, you know, change it, design, and give it this beautiful, um, beautiful shininess. Now, this is my latest discovery, my friends. I need to share it with you. In the BM store, if you're located in the UK, they have those packs of 20 sheets of the gold paper for £1.99. So these are extremely cheap, and this is a good quality, and it's nice shiny paper as well to use. So for everyone who's on a budget, that's definitely, you know, great make. And what I will do to upgrade my design, I will then cut myself a layer just like that, and then trim it, and I have this beautiful golden shiny layer. Yes, I love mirror cardstock. I think there's something special, whether it's silver or gold or holographic paper or any like glitter, that non-shredded glitter paper. These are just fabulous, and they instantly add that extra pop of the color as well. Now I'm gonna be cutting this one just like that, and here, and I have this beautiful layer just here on its own, and this is instantly, if I will put it on the white cardstock, you can see that layer here is just absolutely amazing, and I love it, and I think it's just looking super luxurious. Hi Karen, hello, thank you for joining. Hello, hello, hello. We are upgrading the cards today. We've made a very simple example here, and we're going for how to create something more build up with this card. So what I did, I've created the watercolor background instead of using the plain paper, and now I am adding a gold layer to it. What else I can do? The one thing I really love to do, and of course I can't find it here. Oh, Marta. I've prepped myself, and now I can't see the things I've prepped for you. Oh, never mind. Where is it? Where is the cardstock I've just had in hand? Now, sorry, bear with me, my friends, because I'm having a gremlin today. I swear I have a gremlin who's constantly, you know, moving my things around. I probably have too many as well, because I've got a few started projects. But what I want to do, I will, rather than stick my my pieces to the small card base, I will enlarge the card base for a bigger one. And for that, I'm just gonna grab a piece of the card. Let me just cut another one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, oh, there it is. I've cut another one, and I found the one I needed. So the thing which I like to do with making a card appear more luxurious is to change the size of the card. By simply changing it to the larger card, this is instantly give it this nice, beautiful, you know, more luxurious look. But to make it not as plain as it is, what I will do, I will grab another piece of the card, and I will create additional layer. And this is something, of course, obviously for those more build-up cards, they are gonna be a little bit more expensive to post. It's not as much problem here in the UK, because we've got very affordable prices for sending the large letter boxes and small parcels, so these are quite inexpensive. But if you're having the, you know, very big prices on your postal service, this could be idea for the card, which you can create for your loved ones, for someone you know, you can give it to your friend or family member, or prepare one of those cards for a wedding. So what I'm gonna do here, I will just cut a piece of the paper just like that. Here we go. And we're kind of trying to work on a budget as well. I'm not reaching for any, you know, expensive gear and anything like that, because I want to make sure that everyone having the access to all the supplies. So we're kind of creating a luxurious cart, but I'm not using any particular, you know, supplies here. So what I did, I've cut this little is my card equal? Just bear with me because I don't think it's equal. And let me see. Oh yes, 20 by 20. I've got a larger guillotine which doesn't fit my desk, so for that I am just, you know, oh no, this one is not even. But yeah, my card base wasn't square enough, so that's why I had the trouble to cut it equally. Now let me just trim this one to make sure it's nice and even. And this is the 20 by 20 centimeter or 8 by 8 card base, which I've made from the piece of the card, but you can buy ready-made card bases as well. Oh yes, I've been having a gremlins all day, even at my work, because I was working today morning. I also had a couple gremlins, which, you know, made my day interesting, I would say. Now, what I will do, I will grab another piece of the card and I will create a little frame to go underneath my white paper as well. And one thing I want to say to you, my friends, in order to save up the cardstock, I'm obviously crafting live, so it's a little bit different, because we're always, like, whenever we're running the classes, we're trying to be, you know, quite fast and create everything quite smoothly. But in normally, if I am cutting the big mats like that, I always use a piece of the you know, square die or something to go inside to cut out. Actually, I'm gonna do it, why not? It's just gonna take a second, and this way, this is a great way for stretching up your paper, and don't use too much. So let me see, I've got this beautiful, very narrow frame here, just like that, and then I have another layer. So we simply went from the small card like that to this bigger panel here. And what I'm gonna do, I will grab some dies, maybe some basic dies that everyone can have, basic shapes. I've got more here, and oh, there you are. So I'm just using those basic nestable dies here, and maybe circle, that's gonna be nice as well. And some of these big dies, like this torn edge and the scallop edge die, these ones, just to let you know, my friends, these are now on a sale. So if you will go to the link I've provided you with the comment, there's a link to the craft store. You will find them over there. And why is my die cutting machines not turning on? Just bear with me. What is happening here? Okay. Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, the cable was loose. Another another gremlin, but never mind. So, oh, I've got some old die here stuck to the... So what I think I'm gonna do, I will cut firstly a little circle. Why not? I think I'm gonna be using a circular frame here. This will instantly make the card appear much nicer, having this little frame. And what I will do, I think I will use that one. Yeah, just go with the, I think I'm gonna go with the basic dies. So this is something most of you may have. If you've got the die cutting machine, then you probably have some set of the basic, like, square or circular dies. And let me just see. Oh, Ella's adding some dice to the basket. Thank you so much, Ella, for your support. Yeah, these are, I think they're now like a £7 something for the sets, and they are just absolutely one of my favorite. The Creative Craft, those nestables, these are just the dice I'm using over and over again. So it's definitely worth, and especially when they're half price as well. So what I'm gonna do, I will cut myself a very thin frame to go here, and this way I will use this piece underneath, so I'm not gonna be wasting it. Okay, and once I cut this one, I have this lovely frame here, very thin, which will help me to enhance my floral composition and accent it. So I have this piece which I've cut from underneath, and then I'm just taking off the release paper here. Oops. Just like that. And then I could go, unfortunately this mirror cardstock, quite often if you cut it, they just like a band, but once we glue it down, it won't be a trouble anymore. And for this larger one, just to not make too much waste of it, I will just grab a bigger circle and just cut some extra piece, so that this way, maybe that one's too large. So this way I have some extra gold paper safe. Please order, what is it? Where are in the UK? I love visit. I'm usually Debbie, I'm living in the northern Scotland actually. So if you're ever gonna be hopping on near John O'Groats, you're more than welcome to visit for a coffee and craft along together. Yeah, but yes, I'm living in the UK, but I'm actually in northern Scotland. So yes, but I would love to be closer. Sometimes I do. I love the area where we live. There's a beautiful community here, and it's just beautiful, stunning views, lots of the nature. But I do wish I could be a little bit more closer to the center, so this way I could do more like live classes and more, take a part in the events. Our friend Monica here, she is having the access to all of that. So she's always enjoying. She's a part of our group, and she's living in a in a center, so she is always visiting all the museums, all the crafting fairs, events. So that's nice. That's, I'm jealous of. But then on the other side, I'm just enjoying this fresh air and nature, and just this nice area and community I'm here with. So I have this lovely frame here, and then I have another frame, and I have a little gold frame to go to enhance my floral composition. And what I'm gonna do, my friends, now I will try to glue some, because this is not gonna be changed any much, but it will be help me to don't have to constantly trying to put it all together to show you. I'll be right back. I have to wash and the color. Oh, Ella is coloring hair. Definitely, we're looking forward for later on. Ella, please let us know. I'm having my laptop a little bit farther away, so I just need to, turn my head around to read all the comments. Yes, what color are you going for? Let us know, Ella. I'm thinking of coloring my own hair as well, but it's just like, I never have time. I'm saying I'll leave it till the weekend, but it's never happening. It's few weeks I'm thinking of it, but I don't know. Last time I was doing the purple, and I quite like it when it's wash off, but when I did it like freshly, straight from the, just dye the hair, it was just way too much. It was too bright, and I was like, no, it's not for me. But once it's wash off, it's looking nice. Excuse me for a minute, I just need to have a sip of the coffee. I've been talking all day because I'm working on a petrol station as well over the weekends, and we've been having a lot of a customer we have to tannoy for to just guide them because there's lots of the tourists coming to our area. So I've been talking all day as well and I feel like my throat is getting a little bit dry. Now I'm gonna make sure these ones are nice and even, and this is why I like to use the double-sided tape with just a bit of the liquid glue, so it will just glue it nicely and give me this little moment for me to, you know, to just move around my paper. And now what we can do, if you've got the large embossing folder, you can emboss it or you can place it, and I think I'm gonna do it, why not, to add some even more texture. So today we're making texture with the with our scoring board, and what I'm gonna do this time, I will create the line every quarter of the inch. Why not? Something different. And this is also adding the texture. Every single layer you are adding to your card, whether it's a scoring, whether it's like a, you know, emboss distress edge, adding your layers on the foam tape, every single bit you're adding to the card. This is what it makes the difference. So the more steps you will create, the more finish and build up your card will be look like. And it's not always, obviously, it's nice when you have the big dice, it's nice when you have those, you know, fancy dice, but you can create the lovely cards even with the basic supplies. Like here I'm using, I didn't use anything like, you know, special. It's just like a guillotine, scoring board, and a set of the nice you know, dice. So okay, now, and let me finish this one quickly. But places Monica visits. Such a great photos and knowledge. Yes, Monica, you definitely, if you decide to change the work, you could be a tourist guide because you have such a big knowledge about everything, and that you could definitely guide some tourists. Now, I have this beautiful look on that, this beautiful pattern which resemble this, like, you know, nice line texture, and you can buy some embossing folders which will create that look for you, but I think you can achieve it with your own, you know. I'm gonna chop this one a little bit and see, why is it not even, I think the gold paper that will stretch up, yeah, that will just stretch up a little bit, but I need to trim this last piece here. Oh yes, I think we should go on a tour, everyone, and meet up for some coffee and crafting one day. Oh, one day, that would be lovely. If I only win the lottery. What would you do with the lottery? What is name, place to look? What do you mean, Karen? What place? Like for buying those dice I was sharing? Or, I'm sorry, I think I've lost in the conversation. If this is the nesting dice, that's the link which is up below, which is pinned in the comment. Now, this one. Yeah, this one is not even. How is this happen? How is this happen? I'm super, you know, I'm one of those crafters which always want to have everything to be super neat and even, and I'm learning it because sometimes it just goes to the stage when I'm feeling like I'm paralyzed, like, oh no, this is uneven, and I'll be like redoing it. But sometimes you just have to let it go. Ooh. But if you, oh no, I've got this bead, but I hope it's not too much. But sometimes if you kind of let it go, you can just trim it. Now, oh, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. So what I'm gonna do, I will add the tape here. Yes, for buying dice. Yeah, there's a 2 links up below. Says Shop UK and Shop US, depending which part of the world are you watching from. You can choose, and then if you go there, there is the offers and deals, and those nesting dice, some of these, the selected one, are on the 50% sale. There is also a few other bits, so check the deals, my friends, because they are worth it. There's a 50% on Card Making Magic. There is a 40% on my own collection, which is called Craftash & Co. With my own name, and these ones they're 40% off as well, so you can have a look, and there's lots of the offers. Now, if you are checking my my YouTube channel, I also have the links to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and there, if you sign up, I usually send those like a little newsletter every time I post like a new video, or having the new downloadable papers. And then I'm also adding some extra info, where's the offers, and where worth to check in, if they are worth to buy, if it's a good deal. Now I'm placing this one straight on the paper, just like that. And then what I'm gonna do, I will add some foam tape to my other square. So here we go, just like that. I'm adding it. Okay, and what's your favorite adhesive, everyone? What type of the glue you like to use? I honestly go between the just a regular PVA glue and the double-sided tape. That's my 2 on the go adhesives all the time. Most of the time I'm just I'm just choosing between them. And the one I really like is the glossy accent as well. This is one of my favorite. I use it to make some embellishments, but also as a glue. This one is perfect, especially, oh, I've got some dirt here, especially if you have teeny tiny like little pearls or something to adhere. Definitely the glossy accent is just helping you for the pearls to stay. I never had any trouble for them to coming out. Yes, I like the coral too, but sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just I have mine for far too long, but I find that it's kind of stringy, like, once it's gluing, it's just like, gluing everything everywhere. So it's getting messy for me. But the coral is really good as well. And for any like heavy stuff, I like to use the medium gel. So whenever I want to add some embellishments, like some metal keys or something more heavy, then definitely I'm reaching for the medium gel. Now for this one, what I will do, I will actually lift it using some foam tape. And this is something, if you don't have the rolls of the foam tape or those dimensional square, just cut a smaller piece of the cardboard, and this will go as well, and this will give you this nice dimension. I'm adding a little drop of the glue here, because these tape, they tend to dry with the time, and I want my piece to stay together forever. Okay. Try adding a dot of alcohol of all right, that's a good tip. Thank you so much. My friend Cindy says here to adding a dot of the alcohol to the glue. So that should help with the glue getting stringy. But mine bottle is really old, and it's probably the reason why it's also thicken up as well. And now just flattening up, and also any curl surface, uneven wonky card, if you back them up with some sort of the foam tape or some cardboard piece or something, this will help it to straighten up as well. or alternatively you can leave it over the night under the heavy book as well. Now I'm just adding I'm taking off these bits, and you can see how quickly, very easily, our card is just growing. And from simple idea which we had here, I should glue that because I'm constantly, you know, knocking it off so you can't see it, but from simple idea like that, we are upgrading it to something larger, bigger, more luxurious, and it's just looking nicer. I think I'm adding a drop of the glue here, and now what I'm gonna do, I need to decide which side I want to have where, and I'm just gonna glue it down just like that. So once I'm happy, I'm pressing, and then I've got this beautiful panel on top of the panel, and they both have this nice lovely texture to them as well. Here we go, and as this one comes right off, oh, there's a little piece of the release paper stick. There we go. And then just go with your finger, that's just flatten it up a little bit. Oh, and I've got this piece which I've accidentally chopped with my guillotine, so I'm just gonna glue it down and no one will see it. There we go. Fix it. Okay, look on that, how beautiful this card is looking like. I love the color most of the time for big areas, and PVA for smart quick grab. Red tape, oh yes, red tape is also another one. So it's good we can have the brainstorm here over the live, because sometimes there could be a new friends who are just a beginner, and for them all those things could be a quite new novelty. So what I'm gonna do, I will adhere this one here, and this will give me this nice framing for my floral composition, for which we're gonna be working in the second. And I will show you a few tricks of the I was looking for earlier on. When I was looking through my old card, I have this box of the old cards, and I was really trying to find the one with this basic flowers, but I couldn't find anything. But I'm gonna show you a couple of things, and I'm just concentrating it towards the left bottom area, so I could have my composition here just like that, and then just gently pressing it, whoops, making sure it's nice here, just like that. Clean it off, and then just adhere it flat, or you could cut few layers and that will just raise it up a little bit, but I think for that it's looking nice just like that. So I'm leaving that beside, and let me just quickly grab some set of the floral dies. Any floral dies will be working well, but let me see, oh, something small here. Oh, here's my go-to dies I'm using for my florals, and these are from the Apple Blossom, and I think they're really nice. And what I'm gonna do, I will cut the flowers because I want to show you something which you can do in your own space whenever you're gonna be creating the florals. And again, the old me, let me just show you quickly what I would do, like an old Martha at the beginning of the crafting adventure. What I would do, I would just cut these two just like that. Oops, I didn't glue them to the paper. Now, I was planning to prepare that in advance, but I was a little bit longer at my work, and I didn't manage to get it all done on time. Here we go. So I'll just show you how the beginner, like this is most of the crafty friends who just started making cards. This is how we do the flowers. We'll just cut out something and then maybe just add some pearls in the center. And this is basically all we do. Like most of us will do. I was doing that, and I'm still sometimes, you know, if I'm on a rush, I would do that. But here is the thing you can do to create your card even better. I will cut them, of course, from the white card because I do think that coloring yourself the elements, this gives them this nice, much nicer texture. And what I will do, I will just grab a few leaves just like that, so I could have them on the go. And do I have more greenery I could add? Of course I have. The more is the better, my friends. If you are aiming for luxurious card, and this is something I cannot praise enough, then definitely aim for more leaves, more flowers. Like, you know, you can still put 2 flowers. Like here we have on a basic composition, we've got 2 elements, and we're gonna stick to having the 2 flowers. But by adding some extra layers on top of the layers, that will be just something which will make your elements pop even more. Now, what I'm gonna do, just bear with me, I'm gonna cut it very, very quickly. Always more, yes. Julie knows me well, and she knows that whenever I can, I'm always opting for adding more elements. And speaking about the flowers, Ella's just mentioned, I do have the whole section. I'm keeping these aside for show, but I have the whole section of the flower making cards tutorial on my YouTube channel. So, oh, there's another little one. Just lost. So if anyone is interested to learn, I do have the full you know, step-by-step classes on these ones, and they are safe. If you go to my main channel on the main page, you will find the full playlist of these. Now let me just quickly take these ones out, and I will show you in a second what can you do with the flowers to make them look even better. So they're still nice, they're really, really nice as they are, but let me just just taking this one out. Oh, come on, get out, little buddy. Now I'm putting this aside, and I have my flowers here. And what I would recommend to do is to grab some ink if you have the access to the inks. And let me see, I've got this peachy color one, and I'm looking for, oh, there you are. And I'm looking for the spoon sugar because this is really, really nice color. And I'm just going to add some extra color, and I'm concentrating towards the center, and the ends of my flower are almost white. So I'm just going with this brush, but I'm just very heavy on the center, and once I'm going to the outside area, I almost leave them white and untouched. And now same here, I'm just heavy inking on the side, and once I go towards the end area, I'm just taking my pressure down so it's brighter and brighter as it go to the end. Here we go, just like that. They almost white. Oh, I've got some dirt on my finger, so some glue residue. And now what I will do, let me just grab a finger dauber here and just something lightweight, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of this orangey just to enhance the top side even, the center part even more. Oops, just like that. I'm going a little bit farther, but not too much, and I'm trying to, you know, blend it a little bit, so it's just giving me this nice kind of a blend look. And then, oops, if it's go too far, you can then go back with your brush and then try to work it way back. So if you go too far, then grab your brush and then just work it from the top side of the petal towards the center, and this way you can get rid of the harsh line. And it's good idea to keep a piece of the paper on the side and then just, you know, get rid of the excess. And then I'm just gonna go even more with this pink raspberry color I have, so I'm just dabbing it in the center just like that, and then I will blend it with the previous one, and I did it without adding any extra ink, so it's just creating me this nice darker shade just in the center, and then maybe a little bit more just so it's gonna be visible. And this will create this lovely dimension, and we can do it very easily. And then if it's too much, just go back with the pink color ink and then just mix it up a little bit and a little bit more orangey tone, just like that. So we've got beautifully colored flowers, and they are automatically looking a lot more dimensional. Now they're still pink, but I feel like having this a little bit white tone is just giving a little bit more elegance look to our flower. And now what I'm gonna do, my friends, I will just shape them up a little bit, and for that I will use a piece of the sponge or anything like spongy, could be a piece of the kitchen sponge as well, or the spongy mat, which is the back side of the cork board. What's your favorite? Ella says she loves the dry marigold, so let me know what's your favorite type of the ink. So instead of adding just a flat pink color, we've made it a little bit colored, and let me know what's your favorite color pieces, like what color you're going for. This die, it's already have some lines, but what I will do, I will go over the back side and I will just press it along the edge. This will give me this nice folded bent piece of the petal, so they're gonna be nicely folded back. And this is something you can buy those little shaping tools many places, and if you don't have that one, you can then use a piece of the white pencil as well, and then just kind of try to press it here, just like that. And this way we can then create this lovely detail to our petals. And once I have it done, I will then grab a slightly larger, and I will then just break the fabric here on the back side, just like that. Make them nice and rounded, and then I will go back and press it very firmly to the side, and this way I automatically have a lot more dimensional flower and then my, you know, plain paper cut. So look on that, this is looking lovely. It's still pinkish, but it's just a lot more elegant because we are color it rather than using the plain paper. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I will just do exactly the same thing. I'm going around the edges with my little tool just to making this mark line around each petal, and then I will just try to curve each one of the petals individually just to break the fiber. So I'm just going inside, just curling up a little bit so they have this nice dimension rather than staying flat. Oh, so I'm just gonna switch the flowers here. So that would be now on our card here, but we're creating the dimensional flowers. There we go. So I'm just breaking up the fiber, and once I have this flowers nicely curl up, I'm then just squishing in the center, and this lift up all the petals together. And then if I want to curl them up a little bit more, then I can go back and do that. And here we go, we've got our dimensional flowers just like that. They are beautiful, they are texturized. And now what to do with the leaves? I would color them again with some green color, but for that I don't have this pale green ink, which I need to order, like the lightweight. I need to order the shabby chic from the Distress Oxide, which I don't have. But I have this ink instead, and this is very nice color as well. And I think I can use a piece of the sponge for that one. But any green color, you can use the markers, you can use the watercolor paints. If you've got the watercolor paints, these will be looking nicely as well. And I'm just adding a dash of the color to them, just like that. So that will give them a nice shininess and some pop up of the color as well. And just like that, making sure they're nice and, you know, they're uneven, they're a little bit splotchy. I let them to be splotchy because I think this is just adding the extra element of the interest to our element. Okay, and then let me just grab the tissue to wipe it. And look on that, with the few, you know, extra steps, we go from this little card to something which looking like that. And what I'm gonna do, I will heat up my tool here, just like that. And now I'll put this part aside. And let's work on some sentiment, because we're gonna need the sentiment. I've used a piece of the Gboard here just as an example, but let me just grab some nice sentiment dye if I have any. I should have, I've got plenty, but they never there where I'm needing them. Okay, why not use that one? Oh, this one's first one come to my hand. So I've got some wording dies, and let me see which one. Ooh, we've got a hello. Oh, hello is nice. Why not? Not very often I'm doing the hello cards or the birthday. I think the birthday will be much more, you know, suitable for a large card like that, because it will be just something, you know, special. And these, they have the frame around. But if you don't have the dice, you can stamp the sentiment and use the piece of the, you know, stamp it on the white paper and then use the gold cardstock to go around. So this is another step you can do to enhance your design. And let me just grab, I should have a piece of the scrap paper. Oh yes, I have the piece here. So I'm gonna cut this happy birthday die, and then I will do the, no, I'm gonna do other way around. I'm gonna cut the background from the white and then happy birthday from the gold itself. Oh, thank you so much, Ella. I'm so happy you're liking this card color combination. I think it's looking nice. This, you know, this combination of this like a blue color tone with the pink peach flowers. I think it's almost like a tropical, isn't it? It reminds me those like a blue water of Bahamas. I've never been there, but I've just seen all the beautiful photos. By the way, my friends, if you're watching, what is your favorite, like, you know, holiday destination? Where are you like to go in, or where would you like to go? If you had no budget limit, where would you go? I would definitely want to go on some like a, you know, nice tropical island and just, you know, just enjoy the beautiful turquoise water and good weather. I'm not getting enough sunshine here. It's definitely not as sunny. But then on the other side, I really want to go home and just enjoy the home treats. The best holiday destination, Monica says it's London. Oh, it's definitely plenty things there to do, so I don't blame her. Yeah, but I would love to go on some lovely vacation, or even just like, you know, some all inclusive, just sit beside the pool. That would be lovely, isn't it? Ah, look on that, how beautiful it is. It's just automatically, you know, rather than having this simple, you know, quote, we're automatically upgrading the card. Now, we're over an hour here, so I need to hurry up with this card. But simple step, framing it, enlarging it, you know, adding more layers, more, you know, texture. This is everything which will, you know, affect your creation. So this is something I think at the beginning every crafter is having the same, many crafters says that they have the same problem. When we don't have more supplies, we tend to, like, you know, when we have just a little supplies, it's easier to work on a smaller card basis, because then, you know, you've got enough to fill them up. Well, once you grow your supplies, definitely try to go on a bigger card, try to build up the compositions, because this will help you to, you know, create those bigger cards to, you know, make more advanced composition and learn yourself. And one thing, and this is, I think many crafters agree, whoever has been crafting here for a long time, you would probably agree with me that we living in this fear, like, oh, I've just got not enough supplies, I've just, you know, I'm scared to cut my paper pads in case I'm gonna ruin it. And then I can tell you from my own experience, I waste so many chances, so many times I was just scared to, you know, play with the papers, that right now, 8 years, like 10 years later, I still have those paper pads barely touched, but they are outdated. They are so much like out of my style, and I don't even know if now, well, I'm trying to use them up. I'm not, you know, wasting or throwing them away, but this is something which, you know, if you're not going to be using your papers, if you're not going to be using your design pads or something, with the time, you're always going to find yourself that you're buying a new one, you're buying something which you're more, you know, liking more and more. And those old supplies, if you're not going to be using them up, you're never going to use them up. So don't waste that opportunity to create, to learn, and to skill up yourself, because you can watch as many YouTube videos you can do and participate in many classes, you know, you can, but nothing will give you the progress than working on your own, you know, to creating your own bits, like. Okay, and what I think, I'm gonna add a few digital leaves, why not, because I've got cut them out. And what I will do, I have this piece of the white paper, or I have those gray one. I think they're gonna be nice. So what I'm aiming for, and I'm not gonna be cutting it just from the, you know, cardstock just now, because I don't wanna waste too much time for you to just sit and watching me cutting all of these. But whenever I do create the composition, I'm always trying to go with 2, 3, 4 types of the leaves. I like this one. This is really nice branch, and I think this one will just go nicely. I have one of these cut, and let me see if I could show you that. These ones were, bear with me, I'm looking for the die. I want to show you that, or I can't find it. Oh, of course I can't find it. Martha, I was just playing with the die the other day. But this is from Card Making Magic, and it's from the spiky flower, just in case anyone will be interested, but it's one of my favorite. I can't find it just now, guys, sorry about that, but the spiky flower die is just amazing. I just love it. And oh, never mind, but it's such a beautiful design that it's worth to invest. But instead of that, what I have here, I have this one, and I'm gonna cut it from the white because I need a little bit few more white pieces to complete my composition, because I think the white leaves are always something which enhance the design, definitely. And then what I will do, I think, also Dia opts for some color destinations, which I think they have their own, you know, what I'm trying to say, they definitely have their own, you know, climate. And yeah, but I think I'm just having enough cold days here where I live. But yeah, definitely. Oh, you should come over to Scotland. Yeah, come over to Scotland, stay overnight. If I'm still here, if I'm not gonna be moving back to Poland, you and Ella can come over and stay. Just couldn't throw away. Right, okay, I'm just gonna take this one out, and I think I'm gonna cut this berry 2 more times, just so, oh no, I know what I'm gonna do. I will cut those berries from the gold, because this is what we need in. We've got so much nice gold paper that we need some extra gold. So once it's cutting here for me, I will then try to add some white leaves here and there. And let me just grab this one here. Okay, and I think I'm gonna cut it 2 or 3 more times. But this is just something, it's worth the effort, because bear with me, once you're gonna see all glued together, it's just absolutely looking amazing. So I'm just taking this one out, and sometimes those cards, they are taking a little bit more time. That's why my favorite, like, you know, if I could recommend you something, just whenever you have the free time, and I don't recommend like on the Gemini because it's loud, but if you have like, well, if that's your only one machine, but I like using those portable little machines. There are like 20 pounds or something. I'll show you mine. This is very old spellbinder machine I have, and whenever I go watching the TV series or something, I am grabbing few of the little dice, and I'm just cutting the bulk of these little leaves, those little embellishments. This is something which will really help you out to speed up your work process, and will also, you know, motivate you to create more build-up cards, because once you have those, you know, lots of elements cut it out, it's much easier to put them all together. Oh yes, the handwriting script on the embossing folder, it's something I like as well, and I just love all this type of the design, like a script or those very delicate embossing. So what I'm gonna do here, I will then start from adding some composition, and I'm gonna back it up with this white pieces here, just like that. So I have something nice sticking out. Oh, I've tear this one half, so I have two of these, but I think it's just gonna be looking nicer. And then I'm just adding them here just like that. This is just a basic layer, so you just go over whenever you think your flowers will be just like that, and you have this nice layer of the white leaves, and then we are adding the greenery on top of that. So we've got this nice background and rich texture. Basically, this is what we are creating by adding additional layers of the greenery and other bits. We are just creating this dimension, this texture, which then really enhance the design of our card. Now, I don't think I'm gonna be, oh, maybe I'll try to stick, oh yeah, why not? After all, we are going with the super design today, so it's all elements, and some of these are the digital designs I'm creating, so you can find them as well on the craft stash page. If you look for the drop of sunshine design, you will find these there as well. And these are cool because if you have the electronic cutting device machine like a scanner or Brother's Cut and Cut or something, you can then print and cut the bunch of it very easily and use them for all type of the projects. Now, what I'm gonna do, I will then fill this gap with some leaves, and look on that. This is absolutely beautiful composition, and it's just, you know, taken so much. It's growing from this card to this card. Let me just grab the trash out a little bit, and now I have this gold pearls, the gold berries, which are just absolutely matching up. And this is also the thing, like whenever you're building up the composition, try to stay within a color. Sometimes less is more, like you know, to make it appear more elegant, sometimes just, you know, try to stick with some few colors, and then just, you know, like with the gold, I'm just repeating it here and there and there and there, and it's just, you know, all looking nice and elegant because it's not overdone. Sometimes I just feel like too many colors. This is also something which can affect your creation and make them look a little bit more cheap when there are too much colors. You know, I just feel that those elegant cards, they always kind of be having more subtle colors. But you can disagree. You know, it's just my own opinion. What I'm sharing during the classes is just my own insight, how I see the cards. I'm always feeling that I'm leaning towards more subtle colors. But then again, some beautiful crafters who are creating lovely project with using up those bold colors. So you can definitely, you know, try to find your own golden, you know, way, like something you will be working on. And as more the more cards you create, the more you will be able to, you know, find the, I need to find some things to go in the inside here. And I'm thinking I had this nice large berries somewhere, but I can't find them, of course. Bear with me. I'm just gonna grab some buttons so I could put in my centers. And nope, you're not here. They're not here. Oh, never mind. I'll use something else instead. But I feel like this nice pearl or something will be just looking here lovely. Maybe pearls or something else a little bit bigger. And Marta, I had the pearls ready on hand to use up, but never mind. If I can't find them, I'm gonna switch for something else. I've got some buttons, maybe some gold buttons. Oopsie, sorry guys for the noises, but I'm trying to find a nice center for my card. Or this one. Oh yeah, I think this ones will be looking nice. The big berries, they'll be just cherry on the top for my card. And for that, I just need to cut off the little bits here. These are one of the favorite for me because I think they just look and lush with this nice large pearl here. And then here we go. I've got this nice centers just to fill up my my flower. Oops. And look on that. So very easily in a few steps we go from the very basic simple beginner card to this one, and we didn't even use many supplies. Like, you can create the leaves with so many other like dies. You don't need to have particular dies. So here it is a close-up look. I will probably do some photos later on tomorrow because it's already dark here, but it's very easily, we just made a simple card. This one is not assembled, so I'm just gonna try to keep it, you know, just like that. So thank you so very much. I hope that was some way interesting for you, how to enhance the design, how to change the pattern, you know, add some extra layers for more interest. And if you like it, if you enjoy the classes, I want to invite you on my next week class, Saturday, same day, same time. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. Hello. Thank you so much for watching. The class is safe for those who were late and would like to see from the beginning. And I'll see you on another Saturday. Stay blessed, my friends. Enjoy your day. And I've got the Facebook for Facebook users. I do have a Facebook classes on a Facebook craft stash page tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'll see you on another day and on my another video tutorial as well. So until next time, bye bye.